Uh-oh. Tonight's conversation is back. You too, what it do? It's your boy Benji. We back with the crew. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Tonight's conversation is a platform where they have live and uncut conversations about the intricacies and the dilemmas that people are going through when they're dating. It's always interesting to have conversation about dating because people's preferences differ, and a lot of times they come from varying positions or people in life. So I like hearing kind of what people got to say about this type of stuff.
But you said 65% are on the lower vibration.
They
So
are.
that means what? There's 35% of good men. So why aren't we sharing men? Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it there. When are black women gonna recognize that if we want a good man, we might have to share a good man?
I ain't nobody with that.
But you already shared before.
Say it again.
Sharing men is only necessary if that's what resonates with your spirit, not because the percentage of men. Based
Well, it's
on
necessary
that,
for the community.
We have so many kids out here where we have a one man, he got 3 baby mamas, and he's still dealing with all 3 of them, and they all mad at each other. There's all this hostility, and instead of just coming together and saying, hey, we all dealing with the same man, let's just come together and work with it.
TC, she pulled the math out. She said, okay, 100 divided by 6 times pi, good times 8, divided by 2 is not enough.
I want to know, where did that even statistic come from? You said 65% are qualify, and then what happens to the other? What are they talking about? Are these like certain metrics that people have to meet? I don't understand. Where's that number even coming from? I think in some sense there is some truth behind what she's saying. A lot of people are dealing with the same person in secret. Like she said, if you're talking about the example of people that have multiple children that are still in their women's lives or in their partner's life, yeah, a lot of people are sharing partners, whether they know about it or don't know about it. But I think she took it and went to a crazy leap.
I do believe that there are some men that need, and I can only speak from a male perspective, that need to be honest about that, though. There's a lot of men that are undercover monogamous. Down low, cookies, you know what I'm saying? They're hiding what they really desire, and maybe they haven't really been honest with themselves about it. And then they're creating broken homes in the process because, hey, instead of telling this woman, hey, look, this is what it is. You can choose to deal with me or not. They're hiding, they're pretending to like her when they know that they're not satisfied by just one woman.
And that's what it is too. I think that in reality, a lot of dudes probably are satisfied with one woman, but there's certain qualities that they're looking for in one woman that they just can't find. And I think that same argument can be made about a lot of women. They're looking for certain things in men that just they can't find in the person that likes them, I would say. And then there's probably a lot of superficial things you're looking for, like you making the argument that, oh, the women are looking for the 6 feet, six figures guy, and then these dudes are looking for the woman that bodies like this and that knows how to cook clean. Like, they're looking for all these things, and at the end of the day, you're so busy looking for so many things, you're probably going to miss what's in front of you.
And then there are women that maybe, if they're open to it, would make a good sister wife.
Listen,
A lot of women will act like they're not open to it, but then they'll deal with a married man. A lot of women will act like they're not open to it, and it's true.
Talk your
It's
dick.
in the sister circles.
a lot of men
Y'all,
have
girls.
messed up what real player is. Real player is being able to tell the truth and still have your way. They think that being
Yeah.
player is lying to multiple women and having
Yeah.
them fight over you and get into it about you, and you lying to all of them. That does not make you a player. Real player is when you able to tell a woman, I'm doing this, I got this going on, I'm dealing with this amount of women, but I still want to deal with you, and you giving her a choice if she wants to deal with you or not. So that's what real player is. We're going to put the real definition out there.
I mean, this is right, but this is a crazy conversation to even have. I don't even understand how this benefits anybody. No, thank you. A man willing to be shared is not a good man. Okay. You will not to share a good man. Again, this is kind of a perception. I mean, again, it depends on what you define as good. Because, like, for example, there's the guy that a lot of people seek after, the guy that makes the money, the guy that has reached a level of fame or success, the guy that is X amount of handsome, that has these qualities, characteristics, personality-wise. It's very possible he has multiple dating options. But I would argue the same thing exists for women. So you can argue that you don't have to share that, but again, that's their decision, not yours. So I guess it would be more about a character trait that you're looking for, not necessarily the person itself. There are a lot of women who are willing to share, so many to be honest. That's true. I'd rather stay single if I have to share my man. That's basically what the sister said from a logical perspective, to take feelings out of it. If you're not coming home to you, we're going somewhere. If a man can't be shared, he is not a good man. These conversations tell me that these people may not have been taught anything wholesome or had the capacity to process thoughts and emotions. Now we're talking. Because again, this is, I think, an argument that can be true. But again, it's an argument that only truly exists for the minority of people. There's only a few people that are realistically going to be willing to indulge in a polyamorous relationship. And there's only a few people that are going to be able to sustain that. In reality, you're just feeding most people's egos. Most people are not truly looking for that, nor most people can they actually sustain that. So it's a ridiculous conversation to have, really. Every day I get on this app, I'm glad I made my decision to never get married, to have kids, and never attach myself to a male. No, thank you. Well, hold on. Like, you've seen a video like this, shouldn't? That's the problem too. You have a lot of people whose perception of dating or what's out there in the dating marketplace is 100% skewed by what they see on social media instead of actually existing in the real world. Most women are sharing a man anyways. If I wasn't for the fear of being judged by others, I believe it would be a lot more poly relationships. Probably true. A lot of egos behind it too. Definition of player is exactly that. A player. He gonna play with ya. What she's describing as a man is keeping it real. Then she can choose. No, she's talking about being player versus a player. If God wanted men to have multiple wives, Adam would have had more than just Eve. And don't mention biblical people who had concubines because they did it out of their own free will. That doesn't mean God was pleased with it. God didn't design anyone to be a player or a real player. That is from the enemy. Satan wants less kingdom families and less kingdom marriages.
Why do men expect you to chase them at this grown age?
So when you say chase, what can you give me an example?
I've had men within the first conversation, telling me, well, you need to call me back, at this time, or if you don't call me, or you're not texting me on a consistent basis. I'm like, I just met you. I don't have any obligations or anything.
This is a grown woman. Our community is finished. A grown woman that is upset because a man asked them to call them back. An argument can be made about reciprocity, but that's the problem. How can you require these things of a man, but then if a man asks for the same thing, grown man has to be chased? That's crazy. You're a grown woman. You can't show the person that you're interested in a little bit of love?
Just getting to know each other.
I think there's another aspect to when you are entertaining a person, it's very important for you to be mindful of what you want. Because essentially what he told you is what he wants.
Yep.
And then how you responded was what you want doesn't work for me. So now you know off rip, that's not a person that is meant to share space with you. And what's happening is you spend all of this mental energy doing mental gymnastics for a person that is not in alignment with what you desire. And what we cannot do is demonize a person for having the autonomy to use their words and use their voice and vocalize that they expect reciprocity. So the issue is when you go into talking to someone, you really don't know what you want. And now you met somebody that knows what they want. And what they've just done is reflected a mirror back to you and showed you that you don't even know why you want a relationship. You don't even know what you want out of the relationship. And when you meet a person that does, it triggers you.
Because that's like she put it. If you're looking for a relationship, there's going to be some give and take. There's going to be a person that's going to let you know, hey, here's the things I like. Here's the things that I'm after. Here's the things that I'm looking for in a relationship. If you're not able to meet those metrics or meet those standards, then that person may not be for you. But again, you do have to do some internal reflection to understand what are you looking to do out of a relationship. If you just want somebody to just kick back and pay your bills, then you got to tell somebody up front, hey, here's what I'm looking for. I ain't going to be able to do all this or this or this or this. But you can't flip it and be like, oh, this person's going to get chased. Man, he's tripping. Sure, you're a grown woman. Hey, look, I can call you back or I cannot call you back. It's that simple for you to do.
because you haven't done the work. Relationships are vehicles to take you to your next phase of evolution and growth. They are only there to help you fulfill your soul's purpose. But if you're entering these relationships and you're not intentional, you'll get lost in the relationship. You'll lose yourself in the relationship. So it's very important when you're meeting somebody, set your intentions. Start having very intentional conversations. That way you'll know, oh, this is why this person requires this from me, because you're getting to know them on a soul level.
A man asking for reciprocity is expecting to be chased. The dating world is cooked. Why not? A man want to know what he's getting in return for the energy he puts out. People can't be themselves and accept for who they are. He seemed demanding right off the bat. If you are grown as heck and interested in dating somebody, why do you have my information? Why are you willing to, like, what did you think we was finna do? If, hey, here's my number, and I text you as soon as I'm walking away, hey, call me. Honestly, I can't even be mad at that. If I give somebody my number and then I'll be like, hey, call me about 7 o'clock. Like, what'd you give somebody your number for if you're not going to do that? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. Men don't want to be chased. No, we're not wasting time. All women are not like this. Thinking a man wants to be chased because he wants to be called is crazy. With all the inconsistency and lack of communication in relationships these days, I appreciate a man wanting my phone call in my company. It's an invitation to his space. She is not ready for a relationship. Sounds like she just likes the idea of one. Bro asked for show reciprocity. She said no. Right, he just wanted to know if she would like him or not, because it's a lot of men who let women know that they like them up front, but women hold back so the man doesn't know. Yeah, that's not chasing. It's called communication, showing initiative, showing interest. When I want to talk to somebody, I call them, and that's the problem. People want to pursue relationships and have their ego stroked. Why you give this person at your grown, like this is a grown woman asking this and really confused. Seriously.
Some men can smell the insecurity on you from a mile away. You know what's interesting about prayers? Sometimes God ain't the only one to hear them when you're saying them out loud. Sometimes that man that was sent to you was sent because there's a desperation on you. You done got to your mid-30s, you're not married, all your friends are. And that man know that. That man know that the society has made it seem like just because you are single, you are less worthy. That you aren't validated as a woman until a man claims you. He know that too. He know that you done went through relationship after relationship after relationship, and he know that you ready to change the narrative. And so what he gonna do? I'm not like those other guys. And be just like those other guys, because he knows that as soon as I get you to fall in love with me, that is your shackle. I'm gonna pretend to be something I'm not just long enough for you to fall in love with me. So what I'm saying is, I get walking away. But a lot of women don't walk away from toxic men. Guess what they do? They limp away. They crawl away. Because they let somebody break them down until they ain't got no more. Go ahead.
And guess what, ladies? Guess what, ladies? I'm here to tell you, limp away, walk away broken, walk away hurt, walk away confused, walk away not knowing, but walk your ass away.
Dating is tough. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about some of these videos that we saw. Let's have some convos in the chat. Stay tuned to the next one.